Good morning, Colonel Bai.
It's Tuesday, January the 25th.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Edwin.
And here are your morning announcements. Have you applied to the University of Western Ontario for full-time studies next year? You can apply for the Western's National Scholarship, which includes a variety of scholarships, some of which are valued at $65,000.
Email Ms. Badgery and guidance for the nomination process. Our school can nominate 4 students. Email application to Ms. Badgery in guidance by 3:30 on Monday, January the 31st.
Find more information about the requirements of the scholarship on Western's website.
Hey Adam, E7.
Huh? What does that mean?
Oh, I thought you were a vending machine because you look like a snack.
Good one. But you should save that for Valentine's Day and CB's annual Love of Love Day, as it is right around the corner.
It's time to practice your funniest, cutest, cheesy, appropriate pickup lines and send in a 30-second video of yours to the CV Studco Instagram page for a chance to win prizes from the den.
Attention to all grade 9, 10, and 11 students. Course selection is coming up.
This week you will have a presentation about course selection for next year in one of your classes.
For grade 9s, you'll have this presentation in your afternoon class right after lunch, and your teacher will tell you which day.
For grade 10s, it will be your Thursday, January 27th morning class, right after Cougar Vision.
And for grade 11s, it will be in your Friday, January 28th morning class, right after Cougar Vision.
Since many courses are mixed grade and or mixed program, the presentations may need to be accessed individually, so bring a device and headphones.
CB's Neuroscience Club is hosting a virtual neuroscience seminar on January the 31st with a guest speaker specializing in neural stem research. There will also be a Q&A session at the end, so fill out the Google form in the club classroom or Instagram bio to submit your questions if you're interested in attending. For more information, contact the club Instagram at CB_neuroscience or the email shown on screen.
Please remember to follow OPH guidelines to help keep everyone safe.
Well, that's all from us today, CB. Now here's your sports desk.
What's up, sports fans?
I'm Mike,
And I'm Sam.
and this is your Sports Desk. Hey Sam, which university are you thinking of going to?
Well, Mike, I really haven't decided yet, but I'd like one with a good sports program.
Alright, well, I actually recently got the chance to interview Jennifer Brenning, the Vice President of Carleton University's Athletics Department. Maybe you want to listen to that. What's up, sports fans? Today I'll be interviewing the Vice President of the Athletics Department over at Carleton University, Jennifer Brenning. So, first things first, Jennifer, can you introduce yourself and briefly explain what you do?
Jennifer Brenning. I'm the Assistant Vice President, Recreation and Athletics at Carleton University.
Alright, and what would you say are some of your favorite aspects of your job?
I really love delivering programs and services to our students and our community. So we run everything from Junior Ravens, which is our children's programs, right through to high performance sport, which is delivering sport competition and elite sport for students and student athletes. So it's got the whole gamut of community programs for seniors, program for children, as well as high performance athletes.
Mm-hmm. And what are some good skills or characteristics to have for somebody wanting to go into your job?
I think you need a passion for sport and recreation. Certainly it's a career that requires a lot of time and dedication and a real passion for what you do. Really good communication skills, good organizational skills. So you're working on multiple projects, multiple deadlines, and so being able to time manage. Working with people is a very in-person business, so the ability to work with people and within teams is also a really good characteristic and skill set to have.
And of course, COVID has been a big topic lately, and it has affected all of us in many different ways. So how would you say it has affected your job and the return to normal over at Carleton?
It's been extremely challenging. As you can appreciate, we've been open and then closed and open and then closed. And there's so many protocols that we have to put in place, from masks, social distancing, verification of proof of vaccination, our cleaning protocols, all of that has been put into place. Also restriction of capacities, which has had an impact on our fitness center, pool, all of our facilities. And so We put in booking systems in our back end. All of the systems had to be changed. So it's been very challenging. The other side of it is the human side, how it's had an impact on mental health of our students and our participants and those that love to participate in sport and recreation. It has had an impact. And we're trying to motivate our student athletes behind the scenes by continuing to train. We do virtual Zoom calls, team calls with them, and our strength and conditioning coaches are trying to keep them working out at home. So we're closed right now. We're looking to come back January 31st with a return of recreation, and then sport is looking to come back to train, and then competition as early as February 9th. So it's been a challenge being open and closed, and then just trying to adjust all of our procedures, our staffing around the COVID protocols.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Jennifer. I'm sending it back to the desk.
Maybe we'll go to Carleton after all.
That makes one of us.
Have you tried virtual reality before, Mike?
Yeah, but what's that have to do with sports?
Well, you'll find out in the first edition of our brand new segment, Behind the Mask, a documentary-style piece that investigates the intricacies of the sporting world.
That's right, and first up, we'll be covering VR in sports.
Let's go see how that goes.
With the influx of new and improved technology in the past decade, virtual reality has become more than just a pipe dream for nerds on the internet. As of recent years, VR has made huge splashes in the entertainment industry, providing all sorts of unique and unusual ways to experience popular media. Being drawn into another world no longer seemed like a weak sci-fi fantasy, but a reality that could be seen in the near future. However, it wasn't only the video game industry that profited from the VR technology. Sports, often seen as the antithesis of video games in VR, were a beneficial product of the artificial simulations. Professional athletes from all over the world began using simulations as a safer and more efficient alternative to traditional training. Especially in high-risk sports, virtual simulations reduce the risk of injury while allowing them to still build up the proper experience and muscles required. Simulated sports immersion originated in a company called Striver Labs, which stands for Sports Training in Virtual Reality. The objective was to provide professional athletes with an efficient alternative to traditional training, allowing them to have unlimited reps practicing certain techniques or set plays. The first sport to take advantage of this technology was American football. NFL players, especially quarterbacks, have to spend weeks poring over playbooks and film to learn the customized offenses and defenses designed by their coaches. Using VR, quarterbacks have an unlimited amount of reps to run through different reads and progressions in their playbook. 15-year NFL veteran Carson Palmer even went as far as to say, "It's a better way of watching the film. I spend almost as much time in Striver's VR as I do just on the playbook, going through different reads and progressions, so it's a huge part of what I do." In 2016, Striver expanded to the NBA, engaging players from the Washington Wizards in a free throw shooting visualization tool. One specific player, Ian Mahimi, center for the Wizards and a poor free throw shooter, suffered an injury that left him sidelined for months. During the 11 weeks he was out, the VR program allowed him to practice free throw shooting. His free throw shooting percentage while training with the Striver was 73.3%, while without it was only 41.9%, a major improvement. In preparation for the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, American skiers sought the edge of the competition and trained using a Striver virtual simulation of the Gyeongsang course, the hill where the competition would be taking place, allowing them to run through the simulated course hundreds of times. By comparison, opposing teams could only run through the course a handful of times, leaving them at a disadvantage before the race even began. But the results left much to be desired. Both athletes and coaches were quoted saying that it improved their training significantly. So, VR is the future of sports? Oh, not quite. But the major takeaways from this video are that simulated technology is rapidly changing how professional athletes can prepare for their games and competitions. However, this technology is still in the early stages of development and is far from perfect. Experts have been hard at work testing simulations for the 2022 Olympics, not only for skiing, but for skeleton, luge, and bobsledding as well. But the success of those simulations is still unclear. For now, we can only look forward to the future that virtual reality holds for the sporting world. See you next time.
Wow, I had no idea that VR could help out this much in the sporting world. It's crazy how far technology is coming these days.
Right? I can't believe it. Anyways, that's all we have from us today, CB.
This is your sports desk, signing off.